Hello there, and as usual, I'm Aaron from Let's Stay Gamers, and welcome. So we're back with a little bit more War Thunder. Since you enjoyed the last one, I thought I'd make it a weekly thing. So first off, we've got ourselves an M4 Sherman. Since we covered the Jagdpanzer, a bit more of an exotic tank, or well, a bit more of a stranger tank last week, I thought we'd go for something a bit more standard. And the M4 Sherman was pretty much the backbone of US forces, and there's two versions of it. You can see we've got the M4A1, that was the cast hull, and we've also got the M4, that was the welded hull version. Personally, in personal preference, I prefer the welded version. It seems to be a lot better in its characteristics. Anyway, let's take this thing into a quick arcade battle and just see how it performs. We've also got that 50 caliber machine gun on the top that I think is going to save our bacon quite a lot, because we are still at quite a low tier of, I believe it is 3.7. So let's just see what happens and jump in a game. So we're probably going to bump into contact at any point here. We're getting quite close to the capture objectives. Looks like we've got A successfully, B is still neutral, C is held by the enemy. So most likely there'll be a tank sitting somewhere around this corner, and I just can't let them get on my flanks because I'm made of paper. Oh, there we go, T-34. Let's throw one through the buildings. Engine bay, yes, we've got it. It's on fire. Let's throw another one while he's trying to put it out or turn the turret. Straight under the centre, beautiful. That's his gunner down. You've got to be quite sort of accurate with this 73mm. Punching little holes, there goes a BT. Not too much of a threat, but if it can thread one through our side armour, we are in big trouble. I mean, we're not exactly a glass cannon, because our front armour can absorb some of the rounds, and we've not got that sort of cannon that is amazing. Oh, there we go, we've got a little Russia. There we go, in his Crusader. Taking out his engine bay once again. The best strategy, I think, is to do with this M4 Sherman, take out the engine bay, make them static, and then they can't manoeuvre on you to get shots on the side armour. Oh, we got this little guy popping up as well. Use a 50 cal to slow him down. Finish him off with a big gun. Little Panzer sneaking around there at the back. They've also got that BT still behind the church, and I'm a bit worried about my right flank as well. There's the BT. Shot through the side. It looks like we can penetrate this as well with the 50 caliber machine gun. Yeah. Looks like we're doing most damage to the gunners and the crew. I maybe need to thread one through to the driver if I can, but I'm just a little bit worried that someone's going to push through on that C objective right in front of us. There we go, thread a few final rounds. I'm focusing too heavily on the back area. I need to get into that driver cabin. Oh, there we go. He's down anyway. Okay, so we advance here. We've got the flat gun in the centre. And I was pretty sure there was a guy somewhere in here. He could be lurking in one of these corners. Or perhaps not. We'll set up in a position where we can get on the flank again, or shoot into the side of their armour. This is exactly what the Sherman's quite good at, getting into a side position, shooting into the rear, not the front armour. The 73mm cannon is just absolutely pathetic, taking on tanks head on. Let's have a look. I can hear an engine revving. I think that was just a friend over there. Capture this C objective. There is an aircraft coming in, and we're having some fighting going on in the central of the town. Just got to be careful not to get bombed here. Hopefully this building will protect us a little bit. Oh, there comes a bomb. Whiz around here quickly. And there we go. Who's that? We've got cheekily through there. Is that Crusader, it said? Another British tank, so it should be quite an easy kill if we can land a shot. Let's see, there he is. There he is. Put a shot on him. He's bounced it. 50 caliber, the second tank. Lovely. What we got there? BT7. We need to end that guy because he's a bit too fast to come up on our flank. Perfect. We're fighting a lot of really light tanks here, but if they do get on our flank, we are in trouble. Let's see what we've got going on around here. There we go. It looks like he's reloading the Valentine anyway. Got a dangerous gun to us, but the front armour should protect us quite well against him. That's a triple. We've got some Panzers at long range here. Now, these do have quite a dangerous cannon, but the distance and all these objects in the way are going to prevent them from probably getting a dangerous shot on us. So we just need to thread some through their engine bays, or the little viewing window. There we go. Perfect. Whole crew knocked out in one shot. You really have to create the sort of fragmentation yourself. Got another Panzer there at the back. Oh no, it's not. That's another British tank. Straight through his little grill window. Tank is dead. Right, so it looks like our team are completely pushing them now back into their spawn point. So we'll push up with this Cromwell. The Cromwell will have a little bit more speed, and its armour is a little bit better in areas. We'll thread some more around. My main tactic here is with these Panthers, the cannons are pretty good. They can hit us in the right place. But if I don't give them the shot or the opportunity, there we go. We've hit the driver, so he's going to be stuck there. We can thread a few more rounds into him. See what we can do here. There we go. Has that damaged the gunner? No, just the gun. Let's line up a second shot, see if we can get this through the central hull and kill him in one. There we go. Lovely bit of shrapnel killing the rest of the guys in the engine. They just keep popping out of nowhere. I'm trying to thread some rounds in with a 50 caliber machine gun as well, because every now and then it does penetrate tanks on the side armour. So that's its engine taken out on the Valentine. We've got someone lurking up in the hills by the sound of it, trying to take some side shots on the Cromwell. Let's see if we can end him. No, I don't think we're going to get a shot on him. But it's one of them sort of kills that's going to come back to haunt us. Another Panzer. See if we can thread one through him. Beautiful. Side shot, leaving way too much of himself exposed up there. Okay, let's see if we can get to the left and try getting on the flank. We're pushing up very carefully here because last time when I was playing the Jag Panzer the other week, I noticed that my biggest issue was playing overly aggressive. And by being overly aggressive, I got into positions where the tank just wasn't suitable. Let's have a look what we've got around here. I'm really worried about that tank on the hill behind us. But if we keep a house or so in between us, we should be alright as well. As we get close to the spawn as well, we're going to have more tanks popping up. Some artillery going to our left. I love that 50 caliber machine gun on this tank. So great at dispatching them light tanks that try to whip around your flanks. Okay, so we've got a flat gun in the field ahead of us. That guy's been popping up on the marker again. More artillery coming down on our position. Right, we've got a lot of tracers going out, but I don't see any enemy tanks. There we go. What's that in the ditch? Cromwell. A bit in the open to stop and fire, but we'll give it a go anyway. What's this we've got right here? Another Valentine's. Get in there with that 50 caliber machine gun. Yes. Right, we've got the Panzer over there. We've got a Panzer and a Cromwell there. We really need to get out of this death field or death zone before anyone gets a shot on us. Just in time on the Panzer. We're not really at the right sort of angle here to absorb them shots from the Cromwell either. Let's have a look, see if we can thread one through the turret. A little bit too high. See what we can do there. Nothing. Okay, so they're pretty much back in their spawn now. We can't really advance across the open on them. We might be able to do it once we've taken out maybe the Panzer on the right, or maybe even that Cromwell. Let's have a look what's going on this side. So they're pretty much hull down he is. Let's thread some rounds, try to get some 50 caliber machine guns on him as well. No, it's not working that. Yeah, he's tucked himself even further behind that sort of berm. Let's see if we can get a shot on that Cromwell while he's tucked down there. We're going to be spreading ourselves thin between the two tanks, but I'm hoping our front armour can absorb the Panzer. Oh shit, drive us down. Let's put some fire back on the Panzer so that he knows that we're still paying him attention. Okay, Cromwell's on the move. Let's see what we can do with this guy, see if we can blow one of his tracks off possibly. Oh, did we do it? Yes, I think we did. There he goes. He span out in the middle of the field, just a super vulnerable target now. And I've made sure I've loaded the right round. I've not been firing more high explosive. Okay, just hit the lower glacis and bounced up. Didn't work. Let's see if we can thread one through that driver bay or a little bit higher up. He's discharged some sort of smoke. Okay, so his gun aiming is down at the current moment in time, so he won't be able to target us back. I'm trying to find him with the tracers of a machine gun. Nothing going on there. Must have to wait until the smoke clears. There we go, perfect. Fire one through the side. And he's out of there. So I'm going to cut out the rest of this game just purely because we literally push right up to the spawn and lock them in. A very fun, very exciting game. Sadly, there was quite a lot of low tier tanks in it, but it just showed you how effective that 50 caliber machine gun can be on this tank. If you want to request another tank for next week, maybe one of the low tier ones, hit it in the description below. Anyway, I'll see you next time.